Hello everybody, welcome back to C&S Corvettes in beautiful sunny Sarasota, Florida. It's your Corvette buddy Lyle here to talk to you about more interesting, exciting, and hopefully helpful Corvette stuff. Today we had an opportunity presented to us in our shop that is unique, and what we have for you today are two extremely similar C5 Z06s, one of which is set up for the street, the other is set up for the track, and while they're both on the lift, we're going to go over there. I'm going to point out some of the differences in what you do to those cars for those two very different usages. Hey guys, just a reminder and a thank you for getting us past 80,000 subscribers, which is huge for our little company and our little YouTube channel. Again, we're trying to get to 100,000 by the end of 2025. So if you find value in what we do, please add a like or a subscribe. It really helps our channel, allows us to do more of this in our busy day. And I really appreciate it. Thank you for those of you who have joined, and thank you to those of you who are going to.
Okay guys, so today we have a unique opportunity in that we have two very similar cars on the lift set up for two very different activities and types of use. We're going to start looking at the C&S Corvettes track car that Steve owns. Currently up on the lift getting some maintenance done. Let's look underneath and see some of the changes that have been made to this car to suit its purpose. Come with me. One of the first things you're going to see, obviously, is we have larger front and rear sway bars for better handling on track. We also have flow-forged wheels and track tires that are 18-inch all the way around. This is called a square setup, which allows us to not have to have different size wheels and tires during a track day. Super smart, and if you do any kind of competitive motorsport, always do a square setup. You'll also notice the complete lack of a transverse leaf spring because this car has coilovers on it, height adjustable and ride adjustable. You'll also notice the heavy duty sway bar links with the Heim joints here, all of which contribute to better handling. So let's take a look up front. Also, you can clearly see that we've got the upgraded rotors and the brakes from a C5 Z06 all the way around this car, and some additional aero stuff that is actually functional, and some of it that was on the car when we bought it that is less so. Okay, now up front, again, we have the much larger sway bar, the deleted transverse leaf spring for the coilovers, more Heim joints up here. And then we also have the upgraded alignment pins and alignment spacers. Now, you can't really see it from under the car, but we also have upgraded cooling with stronger fans that are on a switch, so we can have full cooling all the time when we're out on track. And of course, we've got long tube headers going all the way back. Okay, moving on to rack number 2, we have a 2004 commemorative edition Z06. Similar, but different. Let's take a look at the differences. This car has the stock titanium exhaust, has the stock sway bar links, stock sway bar. These bushings may have been replaced, but it's still the original sway bar. And of course, regular shocks, transverse leaf spring. We got the stock exhaust running up toward the front, stock wheels and tires. Let's take a look up front. Okay, under here, you got the Z06 sway bar. Everything is bone stock. Shocks has the 17-inch wheels up front, the 18-inch wheels out back, transverse leaf spring. This car is very stock. Now, at some point, somebody has replaced this because this is aluminum. It's an aftermarket unit, which are perfectly fine. But this is not original. Still works. Car's in nice shape. You want to see what this car came in for? The customer stated that he thought he had blown up his clutch, or that he'd blown up his torque tube, or that he'd blown up everything because he was doing a big smoky burnout, heard a big crack, and then the car wouldn't move. So he flatbedded it in here. He's from a few hours away from us. Well, we put it up, before we even put it up on the lift, we figured out that the transmission was working just fine, but there was no power going to the left rear wheel. We're like, that's odd, until we found this. Take a look. This is the passenger side axle shaft. You can see it's original. It's a little worn, but in good shape. This, however, is the driver's side axle shaft. Do we see what the potential problem was here? Now, the interesting thing is, according to the customer, and this car is new to this customer, This car had hit a curb or been hit by something in the left rear. And this is the spline that goes into the hub and bearing assembly. So when you put the car in gear, this would spin, but this would stay stationary and the car wouldn't move. First time we've ever seen that. But I'm thinking that this thing got cracked when the car hit the curb or got hit by something else. And then over the numerous pulls he did on this car, doing smoky burnouts, it finally broke. And then this was spinning and this was just sitting there. So customer has two brand new shafts, two brand new hub and bearing assemblies, and it's actually getting ready to go out on its test drive right now.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that little trip looking at those two cars and the differences in the setups. If you have questions about setups for track or for street, put them in the comments below. Or if you have suggestions for the community at large on things that you found to be really useful, especially for going on track days or autocross, put them in the comments below so we can share it with other people. The more knowledge we can share with the community, the better we're all going to be and the more fun we're going to have. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great week.